Right now at 6, one group is working to make conditions a bit easier for Henrico teachers. The Henrico Education Association president says many teachers are feeling burnt out, and it's only 3 weeks into the new school year. Henrico reporter Karina Bolster has more on how these teachers are doing and the concerns. Karina?
Well, Simone, even before the school year started, Henrico school leaders acknowledged this was going to be a challenging year. But now with shortages across multiple positions, some teachers are left picking up the slack.
It's an open secret in the teaching profession that so much of our work is outside of the actual contract hours that we sign every year.
But Patrick Miller says the challenges Henrico schools faces this year have made things even more difficult.
The plurality of teachers who are working past their or outside of their contract hours are staying long past dismissal. Some over an hour, some nearly 2 hours because the buses need drivers. We don't have drivers for our buses.
Miller created this survey for teachers to fill out in order to gather that data and present it to the county. Oftentimes, teachers are having to wait until students are picked up before they can continue on with the rest of their day. It's an issue that was even brought up at the school board work session last week.
Given the law and policy that we have for planning, are there any strategies that we've come up with, or are we considering any additional compensation?
We have looked into ways we might be able to add some compensation, but at the end of the day, I'd like to solve that problem completely. And so one of the things we're doing is adding more permanent substitutes.
Hiring more permanent substitutes is something Miller says has been brought up by HCPS before, but he says at this point, there's nothing tangible to it.
That's why at a certain point, we think we should be compensated for the work that we're doing, because this is overtime just like at any other job.
Additionally, the superintendent goes on to tell me that if a teacher has to cover for another class where a substitute is not available, they will be compensated for it. Meanwhile, Cashwell adding they are continuously working to figure out a solution to address many of these issues that are impacting teachers. On your side in Henrico, Karina Bolster, NBC 12 News.
Thanks, Karina.